December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. Supposedly. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. Oh, don't beat yourself up about it, girl. I hope so. Phoenix, shut up. Support her, man. Give a pound on the back and be like, you're doing great. You know, just like that. She doesn't need this negativity. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. December 26th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here where I'm not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. I love this. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Should go pretty well. Usually break apart his cases pretty easily. Like a freaking dry noodle, you know, just you know, like a little dry spaghetti. You just describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. Please, have a look. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong! There was only... I love how, like... Oh man, I love Von Karma. He's like such a over-the-top, chew-the-scenery type of villain. How can you just not admire him? But like, he does it in a way that where he still comes off as like threatening at the same time. It's a blast. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not! A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney, now! Well, at least he's letting me actually cross-examine. He's not like, there's no need for a cross-examination. Blah. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. A lot of heart. What happened next, detective? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you were afraid from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Guys, it's a secret. The police are trying to be fast. Shh. Keep it a secret. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Well, now I see where Edgeworth gets it. So much to look forward to these days. Oh, Gumshoe. This is no time for detective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then. Wait, what? Oh, what was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now! Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart. Don't make the joke. Fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Why is that? Well, we found the motor weapon in the boat. The motor weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vile piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ugh, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There are fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found in the motor weapon. In the motor weapon? Wait a minute. On the motor weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking! To imagine someone here doesn't know there's something as basic as ballistic markings. And Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The bearer leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed! This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I wish I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I'll take a brief break. I'll call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now. But wait, alright. Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Hello? I apologize. I accidentally stepped on my mic's wire and it came unplugged. Anywho, December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know, I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're pretty useless. Like, what kind of dick would click that? Not me. I love you, Maya. Don't ever go. I need you. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? Okay, you ruined it, Nick. Jesus, come on, man. I need you here, even though you actually don't contribute anything to this fucking society, Maya. You fucking worthless failure. It's the thought that counts, though. Like, come on, you couldn't have been saying something like, you know what? I'm glad you're here, even if you can't contact Mia. I need someone here with me. You're the best friend I've ever had. Like, come on, man. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know if that would make me feel better. I'm gonna be real. If Nick would say that to me, I'd probably, like, cry right there in the lobby. I don't know anything about trials of defense. What's more, a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Not everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. I think Nick's really trying his best. He's just... He's still pretty new at this, you know? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Well, Miss Lotta Hart, take the stand. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am, y'all. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, y'all, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on the boat. Then there was another bang. There was a nary a thing on the lake but up that boat, y'all. Enough! Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Odo, I will remove people from this code if I do not have Odo immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. I don't know why I paused there, sorry. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds the defendant... Well, wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Just as guilty 1,000 times. Guilty, 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 guilty. Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. What are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? There has to be, man. There's always a way in Ace Attorney. I think I noticed one little thing. Oh, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. I don't think I did either, but we're gonna wing it. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright, let me reread all this. Let's do it quick. I guess let's stop pressing. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really? I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I wasn't even trying to contradict anything, man. I was asking a simple question. Just clarification's sake, you know? Why are you camping there anyway? I have a research student at my university, y'all. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in the camping by the lake have to do with the case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already! Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise, y'all. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture clear enough for you, y'all? Oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. I think I know what I gotta do, but let's keep pressing. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Yeah, well, sure. You asking meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Well, Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be, y'all. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, do you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. But I had more. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I'll have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in a contempt of court. And if that happens, you have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick! Last testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take... Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotahart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the... You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta! What's the big idea? Y'all treat me like some kind of criminal. I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough! Judge, declare defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait, I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong! As you said. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes the testimony and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Kalmer, but I cannot. What? Miss Slaughterheart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. My affair. You will leave the courtroom immediately. I'm in a very arresting mood today. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. But Maya... I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witness. I'm running out of time. I better find contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that, but I can't squander Maya's efforts either. Let's see. I think I gotta present Misty Face photo, obviously. All the answers are on Misty Face photo. Got you! Got you, Mrs. Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, y'all. I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Yeah, right. It was a cold night. And the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in my car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. You used binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. So, how could you see Mr. Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. Poor Phoenix. Your camera? Hey, Maya loves you, maybe, possibly, I hope. And Edgeworth. Why not? Oh, everyone loves you. At least in my fanfics. Yeah, it's gone automatic. The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking out for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yeah, I do. This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Actually, can I abort this mission real quick? Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. I have doubts in that statement. Miss Hart, what made you choose the lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, Siri, what the... Why did you turn on? I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? We southern folk be real dumb, you know? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Now wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough! There was no room for doubt in her testimony. Except there is. Except there is doubt. I just proved how there was doubt. She didn't even say anything to contradict me. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Comic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. So I think I know what I gotta do. So the camera was set up to take pictures of meteor showers, right? Last I checked, meteor showers don't really make a noise. Not a very loud noise anyway. You were photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. This says who, y'all? Says me. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oof! Sorry, we southern folks be real dumb. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? I think I have a theory. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? I don't know why Phoenix would say that out loud. Misty Faye, obviously. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Oh, the sign at Gold Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster, y'all. You got some proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I'm gonna guess the camera again. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Was the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? What make you think I was joking around? I haven't joked around once yet. You see any penalties up there? I got none. Take that! I love that. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. That face she makes, like, ugh! Like, ugh, this crap again. Your camera is set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here's this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad, are y'all? You lawyers... Wait, what? Not bad, y'all. Are all your lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several minutes... What? What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. Wait, what? What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But she so succinctly, I don't know what that word is. But she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. I'm having trouble reading these last few bits of dialogue, aren't I? I apologize for my failure as a narrator. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify it won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to, and I'm going to spot it. Ooh, even Karma's afraid. We got him on the ropes. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake, y'all. But they were all there. That's why I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearings on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first. Haha, very funny. I've had you on the ropes this entire time, bro. I mean, to be fair, you've also had me on the ropes too, but... it's been a back and forth, I like to think. Maybe not so much, but... you understand this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man or anything. Where the hell is it? An investigative photographer. Yeah, you should get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Wait, what? You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures of my sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. I forgot about the UFO. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had a sore revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. I mean, based on what your basis for this career is gonna end up being, you're not one to judge. Is Cody really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, y'all! They even had him up on the TV! I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real! Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. I think it's time you told us why you felt that you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out that what I was up to, the lake be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, y'all. Second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you're hiding the truth? Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions. God, I don't know why I'm having such trouble reading his lines. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. What do you say, Von Karma? I know you told him to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at. Yep! I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for, y'all? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops, I'm getting there. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, nope. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Let's see, I think it was this one. I believe I need to present Gordy, maybe? I don't know, maybe I should save. Just in case. Then again, if I lose a couple health, I guess no big deal. Never mind, I am a genius. No health lost. I am the Ace Attorney expert. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you're a fucking weirdo! But you are far from normal. What? You don't want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah! Odo, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be the witness to a murder and all, and I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Just shut my what? What's she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She didn't have a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality you might, but should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Show the enlargement. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. I already made the Nickelback joke, so I won't do it again. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did, y'all. Why has the enlargement not been presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. That's a boy, Lana. Oh, girl. I don't know why I said boy. Sorry. That girl, Lana, fire him off. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Now, boy judge, fire him off. Here it is, y'all. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence? A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Now I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. Has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Alright, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. I straight up don't remember what's strange about this photo. Sure, don't remember actually. So much for being the Ace Attorney expert. I want to say it's the gun, but I don't actually know what about the gun is strange. Here, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I understand you're in a tight spot. However, I have nothing to gain by making baseless claims of faulty evidence. Okay, hold on. Let me double check the evidence real quick. Wait a minute. Oh, the hand. It's the hand. Because that's the left hand, right? You know. Yeah, it's the hand. Okay, I should have thought about, I should have known that at first. God damn it. That was gonna be my second guess. But then I double guessed myself because I was like, wait, no, that's not left, is it? But then I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shoe is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Wait, what? This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the motor weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, well, pulling an Edgeworth. The man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely! As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry? Sorry. I want to know what happens when I click Larry. Let's try the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was no other than the victim himself. Order. So you were saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed. That does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet. What large arms he has! There is no way it could have been suicide. Order. Mr. Von Comma, are you sure of the accuracy of your detail? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Concerning the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I'd like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shoe was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya, okay? Oh, right. What? Tell us something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just stay how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Law's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.